Previously, we published a video listing down the 10 major changes in Singapore from 2026, like the increased prices of bottled and canned drinks, increase in CPF contribution, and many others. Shortly after that, some new announcements about other changes in Singapore were made. So here are 5 new changes in Singapore that will start from 2026 that will affect you. So, just to add, some of the changes listed here were announced earlier, so not all changes are newly announced. And the first is something that kind of shocked me. Ever since COVID-19, all food handlers, such as those involved in preparing and selling food and drinks at F&B establishments, need to either wear masks or spit guards over their nose and mouth. The reason is simple, is to prevent the contamination of food when they talk or sneeze or This rule has been in place since 2020 and they could be fined up to $10,000, jailed up to 1 year, or both for not following this rule. However, from 1st January 2026, this rule will be lifted. On 4th December 2025, the Singapore Food Agency announced that come 1st January 2026, they will no longer mandate the wearing of masks and spit guard for all food handlers as part of SFA's licensing condition. And no lah, it's not because COVID-19 is no longer a major threat. Instead, it's because food contamination has primarily been due to inadequate sanitation, poor handling and temperature management, and contact between raw and ready-to-eat foods. And not because your hawker can do a sneeze and so loud that it can be heard from Japanese even when he's in wrong. However, food handlers should continue to practice good food safety practices and also wear masks or spit guard if they can. According to SFA, if you are pretty or handsome, you are encouraged not to wear masks so that... Wait. SFA said that? Yeah. Really? Did their intern? No lah. SFA is so fang ang. Yeah, we are also fun. There's a girl selling bubble tea at Causeway Point to wear masks. I like her, she's very cute. This latest update is so shocking that when it was announced on 9 December, the entire nation shook. SingPost is raising its domestic postal rate by 10 cents, and for bulk mail rate, which is used mainly by businesses, it will raise by up to 32 cents. Yeah, I know we are all shocked that people are still sending letters. Well, yeah, because letters are still essential for many purposes. The last time SingPost revised their rate was in 2023, and yes, the increase in price is due to fewer people sending mails and increasing operational costs. Because unlike your typical F&B store opened by an influencer, whereby it can just suka close, postage is still an essential service. So if less business, they need to do something instead of just suka close. Now, while this might not affect you that much, the next change will likely affect you. If you think flying from Changi Airport is expensive, then you think right because from 1st October 2026, it will get even more expensive. You see, in order to save the earth, we have been carrying our own carriers to buy stuff from the supermarkets. Come 1st April 2026, we save the earth more by recycling our empty bottles or cans. And from 1st October 2026, we save the earth more by paying more for our flights from Changi Airport. So we can buy fuel that can save the earth. The extra will be known as the Sustainable Aviation Fuel Levy. And how much levy you have to pay depends on where you are going and what cabin you take. The farther you go, the more expensive it will be. And of course, the more atas your cabin is, the more expensive it will be. It will be from $1 to $41.60. If you buy a ticket before 1st April 2026, this levy will not apply. This levy will only apply if you buy a ticket after 1st April 2026 and fly on or after 1st October 2026. Well, at least you can fly, because there's going to be a new rule in 2026 that stops people from flying to Singapore. As of now, travellers who do not meet Singapore's entry requirements might still land in Singapore, and after checks, they might not be able to enter Singapore. But essentially, they will still have landed in Singapore. From 30 January 2026, Singapore bound flights will be issued notices listing travellers identified as undesirable or who did not meet Singapore's entry requirements and are therefore barred from getting on the plane. For example, Gong Bilang is an evil woman who microwave cats and eats them for breakfast, so she's not allowed into Singapore as Singapore is ruled by cats. She lives in Finland, and as of now, she can still take a plane to Singapore from Finland and will be stopped at Changi Airport from entering Singapore. From 30 January 2026, Gong Bilang will not even be able to board the plane from Finland. And last but not least, there's a change in the CareShield payment. Most of us are covered under CareShield Life. To put it simply, any Singaporean or PR who is 30 and above or reach 30 years old will automatically be covered under CareShield Life. Something like that. You can check out the link in the description for more details. You might not know this as premiums are paid for with our MediSave account. What it does is that if you suffer any severe disability, like a stroke, and cannot do certain daily living essentials, you'll receive a monthly payout. It's hard to explain how much you will get, as it depends on a few factors, and the amount will increase by 2% every year. But let's just say that from 2026 onwards, the monthly payment will increase, in which will increase by 4% a year. So basically, the money payout will be more per month from 2026. Having said that, there will also be increase in the premiums, mainly for younger people, and the government will provide some support. But nevertheless, because it's from our MediSave, most of us will not know the difference. Now, there are, of course, more changes that will take place in 2026. If you have not watched a video that lists out the 10 changes, watch this. If not, you can watch this video to know what you can do at certain ages in Singapore, which will surprise you later.